guys, so today I thought I'd do something a little different. I picked out a couple of different characters from different kinds of books that I've read, obviously. Anyways, and I put their names in a cup. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to pick out two names randomly at a time, and I'm going to determine what kind of relationship those two characters would have. Like, would it be a maybe a sibling sort of relationship, or a mentor student sort of relationship, or would it be like sorry, I'm trying to think, or would it be like maybe a like arch enemy or rivalry sort of relationship, or would it be just they wouldn't have a relationship at all, they just like look at each other and go, and walk away, or what? I got this idea from my friend, who mentioned that somebody she had watched had done something similar, except this person, I have no idea who they are, or else I would like give credit to them or whatever, but apparently they only did like romantic relationships, like would they ship this relationship, and I kind of wanted to expand it a bit, because I think a lot of times, especially, I don't know, it seems like today all we ever do is ship people romantically, and we forget that you can have other kinds of relationships. Like, you can have friendships. It's fine. You don't have to flirt with everybody. Like, no. Just because two people hit it off doesn't mean they're flirting all the time. And so I think I wanted to expand it a bit. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and get started. I don't remember how many names I put in here, but hopefully it's not too many. So we're going to draw two out. I really hope this goes well and this doesn't completely backfire on me. Anyway, so got one here, and I don't know though. Sorry, I guess one fell out. We're going with that. Okay, so the first one is Newt from whatever it's called. I don't know. I can't talk words. Newt from The Maze Runner. By James Dashner. I will try to remember to tell you who all the characters are from, what books the characters are from, and the authors. I might not be able to, or I might forget. So I will try to leave a list somewhere for you later on, so if you want to know, you'll know. Anyways, the other one is Nico de Angelo from Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which is written by Riordan, which I'm not sure if I pronounced that properly. That's the other thing. I'm going to mispronounce everything, guys. Okay, so Newt and Nico. That's interesting. I could see Newt kind of being a big brother over here to Nico. I mean, Nico needs a big brother, I'm sure. That makes me think of Ragnarok, when Loki is like, well, it looks like you're desperately in need of leadership. No, Nico doesn't necessarily need leadership, but I think he would appreciate having someone look out for him. Just because, he's small Hades child. Anyways, but yeah, I think that would work out. A little big brother, little brother thing going on there. So, yeah. Okay, moving onward. Well, here's two right here. Okay, two of these. We have Sydney from Vicious by V E Schwab. I don't know her last name, so her last name's not here. Actually, I don't know most of these people's last names. And Arya Stark from, whatever it's called. I don't even remember. Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. See, I know nothing, by George R.R. Martin. So, yeah, actually, I think Sydney and Arya would probably really hit it off. They have different strengths, and I think that is kind of why they'll hit it off pretty well. Okay, so I think the reason, I'm going to give you a reason why. Okay, so all of these relationships I come up with, everyone's probably going to be like, no, don't say that. But one of the reasons I think Arya and Sydney would be best friends is because my really close friend, she was a lot like Arya Stark when she was growing up. And I identify a lot with Sydney. So I think that's why I consider them be able to have a good friendship is because I kind of see them as my friend and myself, so maybe that's why I'm biased. You know, it happens. It does. It happens a lot, actually, a lot more than you think. So, I should actually let you see this cup while I'm going to take things out of it. My weird white hand here, like a ghost. Okay, so here we have Saba. Saba, from Saba from Blood Red Road by Moira Young. I'm not sure if it's Mariah. Could be Moira, but I think it's Moira Young. Anyway, Saba from Blood Red Road. I love Saba. Saba is great, actually. Let's see here. Other one, we have... oh, wow. Okay, so we have Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. That sound is the heater. It just kicked on. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. If you didn't know, it's by Jane Austen. And Saba. I don't know, guys. I really am not sure what to do with this. Because, you know, Saba... I could kind of see them, like, joking around and stuff like that, and just, like, you know, having these really sassy kind of conversations, but aside from that, they really just don't have a lot in common. Like, they both kind of, you know, Saba can be kind of intense, though. I'll say that. I was going to say they have the same kind of sense of humor, but Saba can get a little intense sometimes. I mean, understandably, but, like I said, I can see them kind of, like, yeah. I see them joking and stuff, but for the most part, that doesn't mean super close. Like I said, they don't have anything in common, really. I don't know. I want to say this is, they'd be like an acquaintance, maybe. Be like, oh yeah, I know that person. She's cool. Yeah. Okay, so here's two more right here. Okay, so this is Darrow from Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Love that book. And the other one is Sherlock Holmes from Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So Sherlock Holmes and Darrow, wow, that's an interesting one. I mean, really, like, Darrow, like, the whole point, like, Red Rising, Darrow this whole time is, like, playing a part. So Sherlock, like, would Sherlock be able to figure that out? Would he be able to see through him and be like, oh yeah, you're not a gold, you're a red? Like, That's an interesting question. I don't know what to say to that. I honestly think, I don't really see them being friends, really. Because, if anything, Sherlock would end up exposing Darrow, and then Darrow would be really angry and upset, and probably want to kill Sherlock, because maybe not even want to, just have to keep his identity secret. Although I'm not sure if Sherlock would really care that much to actually reveal his identity to everyone. Sherlock's pretty aloof and laid back in the books. He's just kind of like, you know what, if you're not actually really hurting anyone, then do your thing, man. So, you know, Sherlock might actually kind of be for Darrow, kind of just keep his secret, like he'll know it, but he keeps his secret. So I really don't think they'd really be friends or anything like that. I don't know. So, next two. Well, okay, I just knocked two out. We have Mustang. Mustang also from Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I always forget her real name. To me, she's just Mustang, which is her nickname in the first book, Red Rising. So, I'm sorry. I'm a failure, I know. I'm a bad howler. I'm sorry. And Annabeth Chase. I think her last name is Chase. Annabeth from Percy Jackson. Okay, these two characters, I think they would totally hit it off. Because they have a lot in common, I think. I think they have a lot in common, and they have a lot of interests in common. Because, you know, Mustang is really into, like, philosophy and, well, you know, different things. I say different things. That's stupid. No, she's highly intelligent and very wise, and Annabeth is the same. I think they would have this sort of mentor-student kind of relationship to where, like, you know, Mustang's like the mentor and Annabeth is the one who's like looks up to Mustang. But at the same time, I think they'd really hit it off well as just friends as well. Because I think their personalities are really different, even though they do have a lot of the same like traits and characteristics. Yeah. Anyways, I love these two people. I love them. Anyways, I think they'd be great friends. Again, yeah. I'm gonna stop now and pick two more. Here's one. And I'm looking in here. I don't know. I'm not actually looking at the names. I'm just trying to only pick one instead of all of them at the same time because they're not folded. Okay, so we have Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. I'm not sure if I said her middle name right, but or if it's Diane instead of Diana. I never remember this kind of stuff. Anyways, Calcifer is my favorite character from Howl's Moving Castle, and I've never seen the anime now. But not that I have anything against it, I just haven't seen it. But Calcifer is my favorite. And Victor Vale from Vicious by V E Schwab. I think they would hit it off really great, actually. I think they would. I think their personality types kind of like, I say their personality types. I think their personalities would really jive. And I think they'd have a lot of fun together, honestly, and get into far too much trouble. I think Victor Vale is... Sorry. I think Victor Vale is... like, if they were in a movie... like, which I say if they were in a movie, Calcifer is technically in a movie. Like, Calcifer is like G-rated and Victor Vale is like R-rated. R-rated for violence. Anyways, but I think they would still like each other a whole lot, even though, you know, they kind of cut from different spectrums of maturity level. Anyways, yes, Calcifer and Victor Vale. They would be besties. Two more. Here we go. Okay. Whoops. Okay. I have two more pairs. Yes, two more pairs. So, Indigo and Montoya from The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I have the book over there. It's William Goldman, yes. And then, I'm going to say this one. I'm totally going to say this one. Moira? From the Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm not sure if Moira is how you say it, but it's Blue's mom. Blue's mom, yes. Blue Sergeant's mom. I love Blue Sergeant's mom. Moira, she's great. Okay, Indigo Montoya and Moira. What in the world? I don't know. Moira and Indigo Montoya. I think she would kind of think he's kind of funny. Like, she would probably just treat him like she'd probably treat him like she treats all of the Raven Boys. Like, oh, it's just one of Blue's friends. Pat, hey. Not that Blue would be friends with Indigo Montoya, but if he came over, he's just like this kid or somebody who just like came over and she's like, oh, here, have some like cookies or whatever and don't kill yourself. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, that's so weird. Even though he's not a kid. Indigo's not... Indigo... I'm not even sure what I'm saying. Isn't that right either now? He's not a kid, but it's just, I don't know. I don't really see them talking much. I could see her trying to help him if he needed help for whatever reason. But, I don't really see them hardly ever being acquainted at all. That would be really interesting if they met. I don't know what would happen. Or what would be said. Yeah. Anyways, let's go on to the last one. The last one. This is it, guys. Okay, so we have Severo from Red Rising by Pierce Brown, once again. Severo's probably, well, I say that about almost all of the characters. I love all of the characters, but I kind of think Severo is my favorite. I think. I shouldn't be choosing. Choosing is bad. It's awful. Okay. So the other one is Percy Jackson from Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Riordan, of course. So Percy Jackson and Severo, I think they would actually really kind of get along. Like, I think Percy Jackson would be like, oh, you have knives? He would probably be like, oh, you have a wolfskin coat? Like, I want one. I think Severo would get Percy into a lot of trouble, honestly. Darrow would probably be like, Severo, stop corrupting the child. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he won't. He'd probably just, like, stand off and be like, okay. Yeah. Not letting Severo babysit any of my kids. I have not read the whole series, so don't spoil anything for me, please. Anyways. But I think Percy Jackson would probably be, like, you know, react to Severo in the same way he reacted to his sword pen. His pen sword, whatever you want to call it. You'd just be like, ah, yes, that's awesome, let me have it. Probably like, yes, look at all these knives you have. Look at this, like, yes, teach me to hunt like a wolf, please. Like, Annabeth would be so upset. I don't know if she would actually be upset. She would be very unamused. She would be so unamused. That's so funny. No, I think Severo and Percy would get into so much trouble. All of the shenanigans. They'd kind of almost be like the Weasley twins. Like, just like getting into all of the things. Except without, you know, yeah. And again, it's like Severo is he's kind of R-rated, you know? And Percy is not. But I think they did it off pretty great. They would. Okay, so that was all. That was all for the characters I picked out. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know what you think these characters' pairings would be. What would their relationship be to each other if they ever met? And I don't know.